They say the hardest pain isn't physical. It's when the person you've loved the most, the one you sacrificed everything for, looks you in the eyes and tells you that you're not wanted. That's exactly what happened to me on the most important day of my daughter's life. And before I share this story with you, I want you to stay until the end, because what happened after will change the way you see love, forgiveness, and family forever. If this story touches your heart even just a little, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me keep sharing stories like this with all of you. It all began years before the wedding. My daughter Anna had been my whole world ever since the day she was born. Her mother and I separated when she was just 7 years old. The divorce was messy, and in the middle of it, Anna became the center of a silent war. Her mother said things about me that a child shouldn't have to hear, and though I tried to stay close, Anna began to pull away. I'd pick her up for weekends and she'd sit quietly in the car, arms crossed, staring out the window. I'd try to talk, try to make her laugh, but the wall between us grew taller with every passing year. When she was a teenager, she stopped coming over altogether. She said she was busy with school, busy with friends. I'd call, but she wouldn't answer. I'd leave messages that went unreturned. Birthdays passed with just a short text. And then one day, even that stopped. For almost 5 years, I didn't hear her voice. Do you know what it's like to live every day wondering if your child hates you? To wake up on her birthday, holding a wrapped gift you'll never be able to give. I carried that pain quietly, never showing it to anyone. I just hoped that one day, she'd come back. Then, one morning, an envelope came in the mail. My hands trembled as I opened it. It was a wedding invitation. My daughter was getting married. I couldn't believe it. There was her name in elegant cursive, alongside the man she loved. For a moment, I thought maybe this was her way of reaching out. Maybe this was the beginning of healing. My heart raced as I thought about walking her down the aisle, about holding her hand one last time before she started her new life. I bought a suit. I polished my shoes. I stood in front of the mirror, rehearsing what I would say when I saw her again. I imagined her smile, imagined her hugging me tightly, whispering, "Dad, I missed you." I carried that hope with me all the way to the wedding hall. But reality was far colder than my dreams. As I entered the venue, I caught sight of her across the room. She looked so beautiful, like an angel in white glowing with happiness. My eyes filled with tears. I stepped forward ready to finally embrace her. But before I could even say a word, she turned and her face changed. Shock, anger, pain. "Dad," she said, her voice trembling but sharp. "You're not invited. Go away." Her words hit me like a punch to the chest. I froze. My hands shook. My throat closed, and I felt like the floor had disappeared beneath me. The guests turned to stare. Some whispered. Some looked away, embarrassed for me. My daughter, the little girl I had rocked to sleep, whose scraped knees I had bandaged, whose bedtime stories I had read, was looking at me like I was a stranger who didn't belong. I got the invitation. I stammered, holding it out as if it were proof of my right to be there. "Anna, I just wanted to see you happy." I wanted to. But she cut me off. "It was Mom who sent that, not me. Please don't ruin this for me. Just go." Her voice cracked on the last word, and I could see her fighting tears too. And that's when I understood. It wasn't just anger, it was hurt. Deep hurt. Hurt I had never been able to heal. I wanted to argue. I wanted to shout that I loved her, that I had always loved her. But I didn't, because this was her day, and I couldn't be the storm in her sunshine. So, with my heart breaking into pieces, I turned and walked out. I sat in my car in the parking lot, tears running down my face, watching guests arrive and leave. I didn't start the engine. I didn't move. I just sat there for hours, alone with my grief. But life has a strange way of opening doors when you least expect it. A week after the wedding, there was a knock on my door. When I opened it, there she was, my daughter, still in her wedding glow, her eyes red from crying. For a moment we just stood there, neither of us knowing what to say. And then she whispered, "Dad, I'm sorry." I pulled her into my arms, and for the first time in years I felt whole again. She cried on my shoulder, and all the anger I had carried vanished. We talked that night for hours. She told me how hard it was growing up between two parents who hated each other, how confusing it had been to know who to believe. She admitted that sometimes she had missed me so much it hurt, but her pride, her confusion, and her mother's words kept her from reaching out. I told her my side too. Not with bitterness, not with blame, just the truth. That I had never stopped loving her. That I had waited every day, hoping she would come back. And in that moment, the years of silence didn't matter anymore. What mattered was that we had another chance. Today, Anna and I speak every week. She brings her husband over for dinner. She laughs with me again. And every time I hear her call me Dad, I thank God that I didn't give up, even when it felt like all was lost. So if you're watching this and you're holding on to anger, if there's someone you love but haven't spoken to in years, please reach out. Life is too short to let silence win. Sometimes forgiveness is just one conversation away, and if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because at the end of the day, stories like these remind us what really matters: love, forgiveness, and family.